there on the net.
You can't treat me like that. There's no fucking ways.
Okay, ma'am, are you able to mute all our guests as they enter this Zoom call tonight? Please help me mute all the guests as they enter the call. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Good evening, and welcome. Good evening. Maureen is joining us from Albertine. That's my neighbor. I'm based here in Malbertine. Welcome, Maureen. I see we have Teliso. Teliso is joining us from Lesotho. Welcome, Teliso. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Good evening. We're just welcoming everyone as you are joining us on this Zoom call tonight. Welcome to our health talk, our Friday health talk, our health matters. And so we decided that it's important that we have these Fridays where we discuss everything but health. Everything by health. We'll just give a few minutes for some of our guests who are still joining us before we can start. For those who are joining us, welcome to our Friday Health Talk. We are so glad that you could make the time to join us tonight, and we are just sharing where we are joining this Zoom call from. My name is Noma Wetutuhwe Makwela. I'm known as Coach Noma, and I will be your host moderator tonight. Welcome, Anastasia. Welcome, Ailey. Welcome, Tabeleng. Welcome, Shana. Welcome, Binda. Coach Rahadi Eva. Welcome. Welcome, Sis Dokas. Welcome, Megwen. And everyone, I think we are ready to start. Welcome, everyone. Once again, thank you so much for taking your time to join us this Friday night on our Health Talk Friday. Mekeketo, would you kindly allow me to share the screen?
Okay, mate, it's done.
Thank you very much. As I said earlier, welcome everyone to our Friday Health Talk. Today we are talking about bone health, a very, very important topic to most of our lives. And we are also sharing from one of a powerful company solutions about organic regenerative health. South Africans, both male and female, are affected by what we call osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, you will hear more about it today. It is a bone disease that most of us are not even aware. That's why it's called a silent disease, because it is not obvious for anyone to notice unless you happen to have some of the symptoms. So me and you could be walking around today and we might not know that we are suffering from osteoporosis. What is bone health, you may ask? Bone health refers to the strength, the structure, and density of our bones. Healthy bones are strong and less likely to break, yet poor bone health care can lead to fractures, osteoporosis, and long-term mobility issues. If you look at the picture in front of you, you will see a very strong bone. That bone has got very few holes in it. We call it a dense bone. It's a normal bone. That bone is very normal. You can see it's full. And on my left, on your right, you will see a bone that is affected by osteoporosis. That the bone looks very brittle, and very, very weak. Bone health matters. This is what the bone, or why the bones are so important in our life. The first thing is they support our bodies. If you look at yourself, you have a structure and you have a support. That is all caused by the bones we have in our bodies. Bones also protect our vital organs like the skull and the heart, as well as our lungs, which is part of our rib cage. Our bones anchors muscles, enabling us to move on a day-to-day basis.
Sorry, Coach
Also,
Lama.
our bones store minerals,
Sorry, Coach Lama.
especially.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
apparently you forgot to share your screen. Were you sharing?
Oh, I did click share. All right.
Sorry for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Let me go back there. Can you see my screen now?
Yes. Yes, we can see.
Oh, wow. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. My humble apologies for that. For the benefit of everyone, I will then start from the beginning so that you can be able to benefit by going through this with me. Is the screen clear?
Very clear.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Our topic today is about bone health. We will also be sharing with you from our very important and excellent organization that provides organic regenerative health solutions. As I said earlier, almost 4 million men and women in South Africa are suffering from osteoporosis, and most of us might not be aware that we have osteoporosis because it is a very silent disease. There are no obvious symptoms, and some of us could be walking around with very low dense bones. So what is bone health? Bone health refers to the strength, the structure, and density of your bones. Healthy bones are strong and less likely to break, yet poor bones health can lead to fractures, osteoporosis, and long-term mobility issues. And as you see, a picture in front of you has got a very weak bone structure with osteoporosis, as well as a very strong bone with which is called the normal bone. Symptoms. Sorry, bone health matters. And so our bones supports our bodies, our bones protects our vital organs like the brain, the skull, and the heart, which is part of our rib cage. Our bones also anchors muscles, enabling us to have movement. They also store minerals, especially calcium and phosphorus, essential for all overall health. Symptoms of poor bone health. Osteoporosis, which is a condition where bones become brittle and break easily. Fractures, especially in our hips, around our spine and wrists. This can be a life-altering, especially if you are very, very old. Other symptoms is posture issues, like the man we see in the picture there. Bone loss in the spine can cause stooping or hunched back. When you have a stooping or hunched back, you will realize also a very tall people are experiencing this. You will find a change in posture, sudden height loss, or lower back pain. So if you've been experiencing sudden height loss or lower back pain, as well as a change in your posture, you must definitely do something about it. How do we maintain strong bones? For us to be able to maintain strong bones, we need to get enough calcium. Ladies and gentlemen, can I repeat? Calcium is so, so, so important for our bone health. If you are an adult and you are present in this Zoom call tonight, please make sure that you get at least around 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day. Calcium could be found in dairy products. It could be found in leafy greens as well as fortified foods. It is very important to boost vitamin D, as vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium. You can get vitamin D from sunlight, from organic fresh fish, skim milk, and organic regenerative supplements also are a good source of vitamin D. Why it's important to stay active, ladies and gentlemen, because when we are active, especially not to just do any exercise. When you are active, make sure that you do weight-bearing exercises. When you are walking around, make sure that you take your irons and we call them dumbbells. You use your irons around as you are walking, or if you are dancing, you're doing samba, do samba with your dumbbells. And sometimes when you are hiking, make sure that you hike often, because when you hike, you are also strengthening your bones. Resistance training. When you do resistance training, like you're using your weights, it's also very important and beneficial to our bone health, making sure that our bone remains strong. Avoid harmful habits. We know about habits that like smoking and excessive alcohol. These habits, they really weaken our bones. So if you are a heavy smoker or you drink excessively, just be very careful there. That is another way of weakening your bones. Sedentary lifestyle. minimum physical movement, like some of us who sit in front of laptops or computers for a long time at work, we sitting too much and we are not exercising. That also increases the bone loss in our bodies. Monitor bone health. If you have low density bones, make sure that you do get regular checkups. Also ask your doctor, especially if you are over 50 or post-menopausal. Who is at risk? People who are born thin or have smaller frames, they are at risk to get osteoporosis. People with low calcium or vitamin D intake, we know these days that most people do not even leave the door of their homes, let alone going outside to get sunshine. Those people are at very high risk to get osteoporosis. Sedentary individuals, with today's lifestyle of people sitting in front of television, not doing exercises, working from home, sitting on computers, burning the midnight oil, those people are at risk of getting osteoporosis. As I've said, smokers or heavy drinkers are very much at risk. And if you have a family history of osteoporosis, be careful that you could also be at risk of getting osteoporosis. The following diseases or disorders could also have high impact, or you could find yourself with a high risk if you are currently having autoimmune disorders like rheumatoid or arthritis or lupus. Those people are at risk of getting osteoporosis. Digestive and gastrointestinal disorders. These days, it has actually become fashionable for those people who want to lose weight through surgery, and we find a number of people engaging in these surgeries. They are quite at high risk of being affected by osteoporosis. Medical procedures like gastrectomy are also very high at risk. Some cancers like breast cancer or prostate cancer, if you are also struggling with blood disorders like your leukemia or lymphoma, these are some of the high risk medical conditions. And also some of the people who are going through neurological or nervous system disorders like your Parkinson's diseases, those people are also at high risk to be affected by osteoporosis. Affected body parts. There are 9 body parts that could be affected by osteoporosis. The first one is the spine, which is the vertebrae. Most commonly affected by osteoporosis. Fractures or compression of the vertebrae can cause chronic back pain, loss of height, or stooped or hunched posture, which is also called kyphosis. Other body parts include our hips. Hip fractures are serious and often require surgery. These are common in older adults after a fall. They can lead to long-term disability or loss of independence. So it is very, very important that we do prevent, or we are aware of these fractures. Wrists. Falling on an outstretched hand can easily fracture the wrist. One of the most common fracture sites in people with weak bones. So it is very important that when you know that you have weak bones, you are always very careful how you move around. Our ribs. Weak bones make the ribs prone to fracture from minor bumps or coughing. Some of us, we find that when we cough, we cough a lot, or when it's about to be winter, we are coughing. It is very important to be aware if you have weak bones and you cough a lot, that could cause a fracture or minor bumps on your ribs. Our shoulders. Humerus, which is the upper arm bone. This bone is near the shoulder joint. It can fracture in weak bones after a minor trauma. So it is also very important that you are mindful if you are someone with weak bones. Pelvis. For most of us women, pelvic fractures can occur even without a fall, especially in people with severe osteoporosis. So it is very important because remember, your bones are not strong. So because your bones are very weak, it is easy, or it will be easy for you to find fractures even though you did not experience a fall. Teeth and jaw. Poor bone health may also affect jaw bones, leading to tooth loss or complications with dental implants. As I said earlier, these are 9 parts of our bodies that could easily be affected by osteoporosis. How do we restore our bone health? We restore our bone health, especially if we act early and consistently. Whether you are dealing with early bone loss, which is osteopenia, or more advanced issues like osteoporosis, here is a clear plan to help restore and strengthen your bones. Increase calcium intake. This is so important because this is within our control. We can do this without going to see a doctor, a clinic, a hospital, or visiting a nurse. These are within our own control. Increase calcium intake. Calcium is the main building block of bones. If you can see the picture on my right, on your left, there are all sorts of foods that contain calcium. Calcium sources, we get them from leafy greens, from your spinach, from your kale, or some fortified foods, orange juice, almonds, nuts. You see them all in that picture. We also need to boost our vitamin D levels. How do we boost our vitamin D levels? By ensuring that we spend time in the sunlight. It could be from 15 to 20 minutes a day. Remember, vitamin D levels, when they are high, it helps your body to absorb calcium. Fatty organic fresh fish, salmon, mackerel, or tuna, these could also assist in terms of ensuring that our bones are restored or strengthened. There are also organic regenerative supplements that we can take. And as we take these supplements, they don't only restore, but they regenerate our bodies as they work at a cellular level. Engage in weight bearing and strength training exercises. Bones get stronger when stressed through movement. So it is very, very important that we do effective exercises like walking, jogging, hiking, dancing, stair climbing, resistance bands, or weight lifting. When we do our yoga or Pilates at home, we can add some weight lifting. This can also assist with posture and flexibility. Avoid bone harming habits. Avoid bone harming habits. This one we really have to stop. If we can stop the following, we will definitely be doing justice to our bodies. If we can stop smoking, stop excessive alcohol, because excessive alcohol limits calcium absorption in our bodies. Too much caffeine. If we can stop, taking beverages with too much caffeine, because too much caffeine inhibits calcium absorption in our bodies. This one I want to stress to the parents who are in the room. I want to stress it to the students who are in the room. High salt, high sugar diets, they pull calcium from our bones, causing our bones to be very, very weak. Can we make sure that we work on high salt and high sugar diets? Sodium is definitely not good for our bones. Sugar is definitely not good for our bones. We need to manage our hormones, especially for women. Women, remember, we also affect our hormones by our mental health as well as our emotional health. So it is very, very important for us as women to make sure that we stay calm. We are able to manage our emotions. We are able to manage our mental health, because these can have serious impact in our bodies. And if you look at osteoporosis affects more women than men. And I want to believe it affects more women than men, also because of our mental health and our emotional health. Estrogen decline after menopause leads to rapid bone loss. We must consider natural alternatives under doctor supervision. As we restore and strengthen our bones, it is important to track our progress. If you have done a bone density test, make sure that you rescan to check your bone density every 1 or 2 years. Watch out for height loss or posture changes. Those of us who sit on our computers or do not exercise or run or walk, it is very, very important to watch for height loss. You will find a person who was tall for many, many years, and all of a sudden they shrink and shrink and shrink. That is also a sign to ensure that you restore and strengthen your bones. Monitor calcium and vitamin D blood levels. These are very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I made mention that I would like to introduce you to Noland Industrial Group. Noland Industrial Group specializes on organic regenerative health solutions. You may ask, who is Noland Industrial Group? Noland Industrial Group has got these 5 different series in terms of the type of products they are manufacturing. Your cleansing series involves detoxing the entire body. Your regenerative series rejuvenates and regenerates our cells, making sure that our cells go back to life and they become strong. Energize series, it energizes our cells. Supplement series, as I said, supplement total body needs. Whatever you need, you will find it from Noland. We also have daily care series, which is preventative daily care. Noland is an international organization. It specializes in high tech. That's why it is called a high tech enterprise. It is devoted to innovation research and transformation application of high technology in the field of life science. We call it wisdom benefit for everyone. It possesses scientific research platforms. It is available or has got footprint in 4 continents, plus 400,000 distributors. You might find where you are, there is a distributor near where you are. Who is behind this powerful organization? Let me introduce you to the visionary, Mr. Zhozong Huan, the chairman of Noland Industrial Group. He is the deputy president of China Medical Quality Management Association, vice chairman of Chinese Health Association, top 10 innovative entrepreneur, standing committee member of the Yanbian Korean Autonomous Prefecture Committee, as well as an expert in modern corporate marketing and management. Noland has got partners. Before I introduce you to Noland Partners, Noland is based on a 225 acre Jilingchangbai mountain. It has a Noland Ecological Park and a training college. Noland research partners include US Boston University Medical Research Institute, Shenyang Medical University, Liaoning Medical Research Institute, Cleansing, Balancing, Nourishing Laboratory, Detox Laboratory, as well as Healthway Laboratory. More partners of Noland. The corporation has got the following institutional partners: Roa Jiangzhou Foundation, French Regenerative Medication and Anti-Aging Research Center, Shanghai Oriental Hospital, Beijing Bongjiang Regenerative Medication Research Center, Shanghai Biang Telebiotechnology, Korean Plastic Surgery, China Plastic Surgery Association, China Medical Association, China Youth Pregnancy and Fertility Gene Science Expert Guidance Center, as well as an Asia Pacific Association of Cosmetic Surgery. Noland has got its own intellectual property, world-class patented technology. And this technology has got 4 unique and unparalleled patents, which is as a result of Noland's strenuous efforts to build a world-class brand. These scientific and technological innovations are in Chinese medicine, quantum technology, cell technology, as well as 3D technology. Noland is constantly innovating and developing series of products in these key areas. And tonight, I would like to welcome our guest speaker, Mrs. Keketso May. Would you be so kind and help me welcome Ms. Keketso May by typing and putting your heart emojis and fire emojis. Ms. Keketso May is an educator by profession and an educator by purpose. Isn't that powerful? She is a Noland international consultant who is based here in South Africa and is planning to open her own clinic where she will be providing you with a number of organic, regenerative health solutions, including a body scan. Help me welcome Mrs. Keketso May. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. You are so kind. You are so kind. You are so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for those fire emojis. May, are you ready for us tonight?
Yes, yes, I am ready. Thank you so much, May.
If you are ready, I would allow you to share the screen.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach Noma, for that wonderful, powerful, insightful information that you have given us about bone health. So surprising that there's so much that we really don't know. And yet, we ultimately get to suffer from all these things that we don't know. Isn't it isn't it true that if lack of knowledge will always really destroy our lives. That's what it is. So today I will be speaking here about Noland's products. Noland is our solution provider. So they are focused, as is already explained, in organic regenerative healthcare. I call it like it's a second chance, kind like of healthcare. It forgives us, as in like, because we did not know, we didn't do things we're supposed to do. So they are bringing that solution to say, hey, let's prevent, let's regenerate. And my name is Keketso, just as I was already, introduced. So I will be going straight to this wonderful product of Noland, which is called Noland Nutrient Calcium Powder. It is a food supplement. Okay, so I want us to look at its ingredients and the health benefits. So because we have had a lot of things, I'm sure, I don't know about you, but from what has been shared earlier, I am guilty of so many things over there. But with Noland products, I can restore my health. So let's look at the main ingredients of this calcium powder. It's a long list, but I would like us to look at the ingredient which is called over there L-ascorbate, vitamin A, vitamin D3, which is kind of like the last sentence, vitamin K2, and then also collagen, yellow raw rubber edible flavor. So when we talk about collagen is the food of the bones. It's a key component of bone matrix. So it provides bone strength. Collagen helps maintain bone strength and density. Collagen is involved in the process of bone formation and repair. For the fact that this product has collagen in it, and maybe we know or maybe we don't know, So collagen actually is what makes a bone to be strong, to be healthy, and to heal as well. So our calcium products here provide calcium energy and supplements nutrition, and when combined with vitamin D3, greatly improve the absorption and utilization of calcium, which is beneficial to the deposition of calcium in their bones. You know, they say in the bones, and has a multiplier effect on the treatment of osteoporosis. So this product here goes straight to the bones. It has the vitamin D3 that actually helps improve the utilization of calcium. And then with collagen within it, then it really becomes like a multiplier effect in the treatment of osteoporosis. So for those, you know, that list that Coach Norma mentioned, so that long list, when you get this product, calcium powder, then you are able to help yourself to get the calcium in your body. Let's look at other benefits. It provides essential calcium for bone strength and dental health. It enhances muscle function and nerve transmission. It supports metabolic processes and energy production. It aids in the prevention of osteoporosis and brittle bone disease. It supports cardiovascular health and blood clotting functions. How many people do we know that have just died because of blood clotting? Many, you know. So it's vital for pregnant and breastfeeding women as well to support the fetal development. It promotes a healthy acid-base balance in the body. So our bodies will not have too much acid. It regulates that. It's easy to incorporate into the diet, ensuring adequate calcium intake. So I normally just open that sachet and just pour it either on whatever I eat. So I eat it along. So it's gonna go straight into my bones and bring my bones back. Because as we have learned, us as women, actually we are the first target, you know, of loss of bone. And therefore, when we understand that if you missed to take this calcium early days whilst you were still 20 years, 27, 30 years, now the second chance is here. You need to really, really put in this calcium and do all the tips that Coach Norma has mentioned. Again, in summary, a calcium powder, it provides essential calcium for bone health and development. It supports nerve and muscle function and aids in metabolic processes. You know, nerves has got to, you know, it's a neural system. So this calcium also helps with the neural system. And I just want to mention that because as we go, we will be talking about that as again. It also supports like overall health. So all of us need calcium. And this calcium as well, if I have to go back a little back, if you look at the package, it's written Healthway Nutrient Calcium Powder. So this is a powder that has been, you know, created or developed inside a laboratory. Those partners of Noland, one of them there, it was mentioned that is Healthway. So people go to work every day to come and create a product like this so that it can be able to assist us with a all right, let me just try to move here. Okay, and then the other a product, before even I continue here, this calcium powder, it's good for people that are above 50 years and upwards. It does wonders with those class of people. Then calcium, iron, and zinc. This is another product that we have here at Noland. It's good for people from 11 years up to 50 years. But that does not mean that if you are over 50, you can't take it. All right. So it supplies adequate calcium, iron, and zinc. The calcium helps in building strong bones. It prevents osteoporosis, rheumatoid joint pain. It treats allergies like asthma and epilepsy. So actually, these are advanced ailments of the respiratory system. So if you have asthma and epilepsy, so you can just take your calcium, iron, and zinc. So it also prevents zinc deficiency, sperm motility, and helps in conception for those that would like to have babies. It's rich in vitamin D, which aids in calcium absorption. So also it's good for pregnant and breastfeeding mothers, and no allergic addictive substances in it, because pregnant mothers and breastfeeding mothers can take it. So this is one of our powerful products which will help us to maintain our strong bones so that we don't get those fractures. And, I was surprised to hear that, you even shrink your height, you lose your height as you grow because of a loss of bones. So we have calcium and iron. So in summary, it prevents anemia, invigorates the brain, it strengthens the bone. So this tells us again, the brain, the nerve, that, the bones actually, they work hand in hand, with the nervous system. Okay. Now, I want to share with you now this wonderful product again that's called GI Vital Soft Gel. So I'm sure you still remember Coach Noma talking about the regenerative series. So this is the product that gives us like that regenerative process in our bodies, in a sense that it is actually the one that will go to the cells and repair them and regenerate them, revitalize them, So let's look at what it does and the principles of these products as indicated here by Noland. So this is a product that reactivates the potential regenerative cells in human body. So it will get into your body and then regenerate your cells. Isn't it life? It's in the cells. So it will go build up the cells. And it's a product, regenerates gastric mucosa and intestinal villi, recovers the aged gastrointestinal tract, and realizes the rejuvenation of gastrointestinal tract. I think when Coach Noma was mentioning the list of people who actually are the ones that will then, at a later stage have a bone loss, people who are having these gastrointestinal challenges. So GI Vital will go straight there and repair, all your digestive system. And therefore, it will also then help with your bones. This is a product can prolong life. GI Vital can prolong life and achieve the dream of longevity. There are a lot of people out there that are saying, hey, I want to live 120 years, so that you can get there without, being people's problems. So you just need to be building your body. You need to be building your bones. Like we're told that we need to exercise and have like weight training. You know, the body gets excited, the bones get excited when you lift things that are heavy. So when you want to make your bones like happy every day, just take heavy things that you can take and exercise with those heavy stuff, then you're helping yourself to live a little bit longer. So this is a product which in 2018 was officially launched in UN, United Nations headquarters, and advertised on the screens of Times Square. You know, everybody is excited to see their product, their faces on the screens of Times Square in America. On my left over here, this is a product which doubled mice's living span by feeding it with the nutrients in GI Vital Soft Gel. So those scientists over there, they then took this product, gave it to the mice, and the lifespan of the mice just increased. So therefore, we know that's how the scientists do. They take it first to the animals and then bring it to us. So if the lives of mice were prolonged, so will our lives be longer. So it's our responsibility. You know, I know sometimes people will say, no, it's in the hands of God. Actually, health, it's in our hands, you know, because we need to be eating all those foods that were mentioned, doing the exercise. Those things are in our hands. So we are the ones who are in control of our hands and of our health and our life. And when we don't do those things, that's how we shorten our lives. You know, there is time of God, but I think most of our life here on earth is really in our hands. I'll also just touch on these health benefits. I hope somebody will benefit out there. Number one is it regulates gastrointestinal function, immediately relieve gastrointestinal symptoms such as stomach pain, gastric acid, bloating, acid reflux, and constipation. Right? If somebody out there has got those challenges, when you take this GI Vital, it will solve those problems and yet at the same time go to your bones. Again, it kills Helicobacter pylori without antibiotics, improve anti-inflammatory ability, it prevent and solve colitis, chronic diarrhea, gastric ulcer, duodenal ulcer, chronic superficial gastritis, chronic atrophic gastritis, and significantly reduce the risk of gastric cancer. Reactivate regenerative potential and produce new cells to replace damaged and dead cells. Long-term usage can make organs and tissues, including the bone tissues, stay young and rejuvenate the whole body. So this is the power of these GI Vital Soft Gel. The oil in the soft gel can be applied even on wounded or burnt skin to heal without scar. There are a lot of testimonies of that one. So many people, they just keep on opening that gel and just applying on the wounds, on the burnt skin, and their skins come back to life. That's our G1 Vital Soft Gel right there. Okay, and maybe just to mention as well that President Obama, ex-president of USA, introduced human body regenerative restoration science as national development policy in his State of Union address in 2013. So Americans saw that no, we really need to regenerate and restore our bodies. And once it's a national development policy, it means everyone there in America is exposed to regenerative health science. Therefore, it is really the technology, it is a development that is already here. And it all comes from China medicine. Okay, so in summary, the benefits of the regenerative products, our G1, it improves the bone density. Who doesn't want that? Because that's the problem. Once your whole body structure is improved, your bone, even your jaw bones here by the teeth, it also improves. So you're not gonna be waking up and then your tooth is loose. We just need to regenerate our bones, regenerate our tissues with this product. It enhances bone regeneration, like the bones, our bodies because of the bone. So the bones are everywhere. So when you have this GI Vital, then you bring back your bone. So again, it reduces the risk of complications associated with bone grafting. There are people out there that go and do bone grafting. And so when you keep on taking it, all the complications that come with that will really be managed to a point of, being eliminated. Here's another product that I want to share with you, which is called micromolecular peptides. Yes, I call this product Mrs. Fix. So let's look at their ingredients. It has soy peptides powder, oligopeptides powder of marine fish skin, collagen, wheat oligopeptides. So it also has collagen. Okay, so it does many things. Here are the health benefits. Somebody will also benefit. 3 peptides in one, low molecular weight below 1,000, directly absorbed by cell in 30 seconds. Once you take it, because you have to put it in water, you boil the water, it cools down, you pour the powder, you let the powder melt in the water. Then when you take it in 30 seconds, it hits your cells, without digestion. It just goes there. It gets to be absorbed by cells in 30 seconds. Every time I take this, I want to clean my house inside and outside. It gives you the energy. Your cells are revived. Again, it quickly replenish energy. Okay, like I've just mentioned, it enhances physical fitness because now we'll be doing the exercises, moving, walking, jogging, and all this. It enhances the physical fitness. It strengthens your bones, in other words, and it relieves fatigue, it helps metabolism, and it delays aging. It stops aging. So we're not going to be like, hey, when we look at our face or at my face, if I look at my face, it won't be saying my face won't be saying you are definitely 60 years, you are definitely 70 years. So no, it is going to, rejuvenate the skin and makes it look younger. So again, it helps with the 3 hypers: hypertensive, hyperlipemia, hyperglycemia. So those 3 hypers, this product helps. And if I remember well, Coach Norma said, people who are in risk are the ones that have these hypers, the chronic ailments. So this product neutralizes, it helps, it regulates, so it helps one to really gain back their life. People who in the condition of wound healing, anemia, leukemia, recovery, when they take this product, it really assists them as well because it really energizes their cells. Rheumatism, arthritis patient, they need this product because those are bone issues. So the collagen will go in there and other ingredients, plus the rejuvenation of cells, energizing of cells. Then it kind of like brings your life back. People with fatty liver disease, chronic gastric enterolysis, and as well as constipation. People who take or who took medicines for long duration, especially the chronic ailments, you need this. It's going to help with your cells. mental disorders and people with weak body conditions, like we mentioned, that loss of bone affects the nervous system. So this product here is going to assist with mental disorders, your nervous system basically. And people with weak body conditions, their bodies will really strengthen, and the strength will come back. Teenagers who are studying under pressure, not only even students, even people that have bosses who are always on their necks, they are always under pressure. These are people that before you know it, they have developed stress, and stress sometimes leads to all these different kinds of cancers. So when you have this product, it's able to really relieve you from pressure. Headaches, migraines, you need this product. Dysplasia, people who rarely exercise. If you are always sitting and not moving your body, your couch to your desk and to their bed, those kind of people, they will need this product. Not that they will take the product and they continue like that. No, you take the product to help improve or restore what was lost. But at the same time, you need to be moving forward by starting to do the right thing. And people with poor immune condition who frequently get illness, so when they take this product as well, their lives get better. All right. Let's get to the other one. We spoke about the jaw bones, that they get affected. So we do have Noland herbal toothpaste. So they say when it is wrapped or packaged in green, then you know that it is 100% organic. It comes from plants. It's 100% organic. The red ones that we know and the black ones that are then the market, they are full of chemicals, those chemicals from toxins in our bodies. Before we know it, we have that ailment and that ailment. You are sitting there, you're wondering, how did I even get here? It is because of these small things. So that's why these health talks are so important. Now, here are the health benefits of the toothpaste. Herbal essence ingredients are gentle and non-irritating. It reduces dental plaque and maintain healthy gums. Fresh breath, tooth gut and tooth decay prevention. Isolate pigment, brighten teeth without hurting teeth. For those that do go to dentists, okay, let me rephrase. We all must go to the dentist, right? To go and clean our teeth. What the dentists do, they actually removing the plaque. They will tell you that you have beautiful teeth, they are so shining, they are so clean. But at the same time, they will tell you it is not what is on the teeth. It's not the cleanliness of your teeth. It is again what is under your teeth. And what is under your teeth, it's this plaque. And this plaque, when it's not removed, when it's not well managed, it starts going down and eating your bone. So when we use this Noland herbal toothpaste, so it manages that dental plaque. We still need to floss. We still need to use the water floss or whatever floss you are using to remove the plaque. Even when we go to the doctors, they help us take out what we couldn't take out. Because if it stays there, then it affects your bones. So it's very important for us to choose the right toothpaste. And then the health benefits. Okay, I think this slide is supposed to be under FDA. Sorry for that. FDA peptide. It improves bone density, enhances bone healing, and reduces the risk of osteoporosis. Sorry for that. Okay, and then here's another toothpaste that we have here at Norland, which is called Vital Probiotic Toothpaste. It's not only probiotic, not only can resist the interference of Helicobacter pylori, but also regulate immune function, improve the macro ecological environment of the gastrointestinal tract, and improve compliance with Helicobacter pylori eradication therapy. Because of its rich pharmacological activity, propolis not only can inhibit bacteria, but also protect periodontal tissues and promote dental tissue repair. So it also goes in there because when you have too much bleeding, all these periodontal issues, bleeding, so this product helps you with that, and it promotes the dental tissue repair. Then that repairs your dental tissue. It's all in the name of trying to protect that bone. Like I said, the tooth, it's beautiful, it's shiny, but what matters is what is under, what is happening under that tooth. So we need to be able to understand that we clean our tooth, we make them shiny, and then also underneath, it's our responsibility to make sure we eat right. Leafy fruits will not make your bones disappear or lose its density, but it will strengthen it, and again, things like clean water as well. When you drink clean water, filtered water, so it helps as well to manage all the hazards and radicals in our bodies. So these are products I prepared for tonight that can help us with bone health. Now it's time for questions and answers. I am going to take the mic back to Coach Noma, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you, much appreciated. And I think if you need any of these products, please contact the person who invited you here. Just grab something so that you take charge, you take control back into your hands in as far as bone health is concerned. Thank you so much.
Wow, 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 wow. That was powerful, powerful. Thank you very, very much, Mekeketso, for a powerful presentation. We have organic regenerative health solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for questions and answers. I see Anastasia's iPhone. There is a hand that is raised there already. I also would like to invite everyone with questions and questions to please raise your hands, or you can type on the chat. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Okay, Anastasia has dropped. Probably, maybe that was a mistake. Anyone with a question tonight?
Or maybe again, anyone who is using these products who can share, and just let us know
Yes.
how this product.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. With the absence of questions, do we have anyone who wants to share with us some testimonies of how they have been helped by Noland products? Any volunteers, anyone who wants to share with us the benefits of using Noland products? All right. With the absence of anyone sharing, I want to then say thank you once again for joining us tonight. Would like to invite you to join again next Friday, which will be the 23rd. Yeah, Friday, the 23rd of May. You are welcome to join us. And for more videos, please visit www.youtube.com/Eklasima Health Wealth. www.youtube.com/Eklasima Health Wealth. Hlasima Health Wealth. There you will be able to access more of these Friday health talks that you probably might have missed before. With that, ladies and gentlemen, okay, there is a question here. All right, this question is from Sinhambe. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Sinhambe, good evening, Coach Noma. I hope you are well. Kindly, when you are done with the presentation, would you mind sharing the document you were presenting? I'd really appreciate it, my leader. Thank you in advance. Sinhambe, may I please request if you could please ensure the person who has invited you for this presentation tonight, if you can contact them, they will be able to tell you more about your request. And thank you so much for that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of tonight's bone health. I hope you will definitely do what Mekeketo shared with us, that is to take your own health in your own hands. Yes, our health, it is in our own hands, and our health really, really matter. Bone health really matter. And so let's go out there and exercise, eat right, and ensure that we drink clean water and we eat organic food so that we can stay strong and healthy. And from me and Mekeketo, good night.
Good night, my leader. It was powerful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow, from Namibia. Thank you so much, Panky.
Yes,
Thank
yes, my
you.
leader. See you in Thailand.
We're looking forward to. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love that. Powerful. Powerful there. All right. Good night. Good night, everyone. Have a lovely and a fabulous weekend.